Welcome to your yoga flow for hip and chest opening. This yoga flow is suitable for all levels, which means that there will be modifications where necessary to either make a posture more challenging or make it a bit more gentle if that is what you need today. So when you're ready, grab your mat, grab some water, and let's begin. Today we are starting seated on our mat, starting by bringing our right leg right in front of you with the toes pointing forward. And then we are going to be stacking our left leg on top. So we are stacking our knees and feet as much as possible, toes pointed forward. If you have a little space in between your foot and your knee and it's uncomfortable for you, feel free to grab a block or a blanket and place it in between for a bit more support. And if you feel like this is just not doable for you at all, you can place your right foot on the mat, bending the knee, and then crossing your left ankle over your right knee. So it'll be here. All right. If you're able to stack feet and knees, let's just start by finding some nice length in the spine. Sit tall. And let's just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Let's take one more breath. From here, if it feels okay to go a little bit deeper, gently bending from the hips, keeping the spine nice and long. So we're not rounding the back. Keep the chest open. Just leaning forward. Maybe placing your fingertips on the floor before you. Maybe going all the way over the legs if you have the space. Just deepening the stretch a little bit more into the hips. Keep both sit bones grounded on your mat. We are here for one more breath. On your inhale, gently come back up and let's switch sides. So your left shin is coming right in front of you, stacking the right on top. Again, trying to stack feet and knees. Toes pointed forward, sit bones grounded. Sit nice and tall. And let's start by taking 2 breaths. Again, if you want to take a modification, feel free to place your lower foot, your left foot on the mat, crossing your right ankle over the knee, and then bringing the chest towards the whole knee package. Keep your shoulders nice and low. One more breath. And if it feels okay to go a little bit deeper, gently bending from the hips, keeping the spine nice and long. So again, keep the chest open as you are coming forwards. Sit bones grounded on your mat. 3 breaths. Last breath here. And gently going back up on your inhale. Free the legs. And let's come onto our hands and knees. Hands are shoulder width distance underneath the shoulders. Knees hip width distance underneath the knees. Fingers spread nice and wide. Coming into your cat-cow, so on your inhale, hollow the back, open the chest. Exhale, round the back, chin towards the chest. So on your inhale, open, hollow back. And exhale, round the back. Just doing that a few times on your own breath. And feel free to bring some more movement into it if that feels good for you. Maybe circling your spine or your hips. So feel free to play with the movements. Last breath. Finding a nice neutral spine. Making sure your hips are above the knees and then stepping the hands forwards. Your exhale, bring the bring the chest towards the mat. You have the option to either place your forehead on the mat, or if you want to go even deeper, placing the chin onto the mat. The more your arms are stretched, the deeper you'll be going into the shoulders. So if you want a more gentle variation for the shoulders, feel free to bend the elbows, maybe placing your hands onto the elbows for a more gentle variation. I'm just going to keep them forward. Next, inhale, gently come up, and exhale, bring the hips all the way onto your feet. Chest melting over the knees, arms alongside the body. Child's pose, Balasana. Allowing your forehead to rest on your mat. Just feeling a nice roundness in the back, in between the shoulders. Last breath here. On the inhale, gently coming back up, planting your hands back on the mat. Curl the toes under. And then your exhale, lift the hips all the way up and back, coming into your downward dog. First downward dog of the class, so feel free to bring some movement into it, maybe bending one knee then the other. And gently warming up our legs. Finding nice length in the arms and the back. One more breath. With the next inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop the feet towards the front of the mat, coming halfway up. Finding a nice tabletop with the back. Exhale, forward fold, bending from the hips. And inhale, circle the arms all the way up, reaching, find length. Exhale, hands down in front of the chest and alongside the body. Feet are planted onto the mat, legs slightly active, chest open. So roll your shoulders up and back and down. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. So again, folding from your hips. On your inhale, stepping your right foot all the way back, placing the right knee onto the mat, and open your chest. If you are struggling to open your chest here, feel free to grab a block, place your hands on your blocks. If you don't have blocks near you, you can also just use thick books, maybe boxes. But stay here for one more breath. Hips nice and low. Plant your hands onto the mat, stepping back in a plank. And your exhale, choose your way down. So maybe placing your knees onto the mat, bending the elbows. Inhale, open the chest, cobra. So your chest going forward and up. Legs still active, push the feet into the mat. Exhale, curl the toes under. Lift the hips up and back, downward dog. One more breath here. Next, inhale, step your right foot forward in between the knees, in between the hands. Left knee onto the mat. Again, open through the chest. Feel free to find some more height to help with the opening. Hips nice and low. Next, exhale, lift your knee. Step all the way forward, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, reaching. And exhale, hands down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping your left foot all the way back, left knee onto the mat. Open the chest. Going right through, so planting the hands on the mat. Exhale, find your way down, chaturanga. So maybe knees on the mat, keep the elbows close as you come down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, curl the toes under, hips up and back, downward dog. 3 breaths here. Make sure to really grip your mat with the hands, finding length in the back and the arms lax. Last breath. Inhale, step your left foot forward, right knee onto the mat. Again, open through the chest. Exhale, right through, stepping your right foot towards the front of the mat, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, reaching. And exhale, hands down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. So tabletop with the back, open the chest. Exhale, full hands on the mat, stepping back in the plank. Choose your way down, chaturanga. All the way onto the belly. When we're there, tops of the feet press into the mat. Placing your forearms on your mat. So your forearms are shoulder width distance. Elbows underneath your shoulders or slightly in front of them. Fingers spread nice and wide. Inhale, really push your chest forward and up, shoulders down, away from your ears. Coming into your swings. If you're really feeling this in your lower back, make sure to keep rotating your pelvis. So sit bones away from you, pubic bone onto the mat. Helps to take a bit of the pressure out of your lower back here. Really focus on bringing your chest forward and up. Last breath here. And exhale. Come back down. Hands alongside ribs. Push yourself all the way back. Coming into child's pose. So your knees are together, feet together. Setting the hips back onto the feet. And allowing the chest to melt over the knees, forehead resting on your mat. With the next inhale, gently coming back up, planting the hands back on your mat, curl the toes under, and find your way into downward dog. So again, let's focus on finding the length in the back. Maybe bring some movement into the legs if that feels good for you. Then with your next inhale, lift your right foot all the way up and back. Toes are pointed towards your mat. Next, inhale, bend the right knee, open the hip. So your right knee is pointed towards the ceiling, hips stacked on top of each other. Try to keep your shoulders square. So shoulders are still where they were in downward dog. Next, inhale, bring your knee all the way forward into the chest. Exhale, stretch the foot all the way out behind you. Inhale forward. Exhale all the way back. And this time on your inhale, bring the knee towards the outside of your right hand. Place it onto the mat. We're coming into our pigeon. If you have the space, feel free to walk your foot slightly more forward. Don't force anything, so really see what feels okay for you. Then gently bring the hips down towards the mat. If this is really uncomfortable and you're kind of floating in the air with the hips, feel free to support maybe with a block, maybe a pillow, blanket. From there, really open through the chest again. So roll the shoulders all the way back and down. One more breath here. Gently find your way down. You can lean onto the forearms if that feels good for you. You can also lay all the way down over the leg. Last breath here. On the inhale, gently find your way back up. One more breath here, opening the chest. Planting the hands onto the mat. Curl your toes into the mat. And on your exhale, lift the hips all the way up and back, coming back into your downward dog. Next, inhale, lift your left foot all the way up and back. Toes pointed down. Next, inhale, bend your left knee and open the hip. So your knees pointed all the way towards the ceiling. Try to keep your shoulders square. Inhale, take your knee all the way forward into the chest. Exhale, stretch your foot all the way out behind you. Inhale, knee towards the chest. And exhale. Next inhale, knee is going towards the outside of your left hand. Place it onto the mat. Maybe walking your foot slightly more forward. And bring the hips down. Again, don't force anything. Just see what your body can do today, what feels okay today. Inhale, really open through your chest. Rolling your shoulders back and down. So shoulders away from the ears. The more your front foot is forward, the more intense it's going to be on your hip. Try to keep your toes pointed away from you to kind of protect your knees here. If that doesn't feel okay, you can keep your toes pointed towards the side. Ideally, you want to have them facing forward. Last breath. And with the exhale, gently find your way down. So maybe onto the elbows, maybe stretching your arms all the way out and laying down over your leg. On the inhale, gently find your way back up. Open the chest. From there, bring your back leg, all the way forward. Try to not bring your mat forward as well. And we're coming into a seated position. Okay. Place the feet together, allowing the knees to open nice and wide. And find a nice long spine here. So if you notice you are either rounding the back or kind of falling backwards, maybe find a bit more height. So sit on top of a block, pillow, blanket, whatever you need here. But just staying upright shouldn't take too much effort. All right, let's just bring some movement into our legs. Moving the knees up and down. Again, try to sit nice and tall. Bring the crown all the way up. Gently find stillness. Again, finding length, opening through the chest. And exhale, folding from the hips. So keep your spine nice and long as you're coming forward. Maybe grab hold of your feet or the ankles, whatever feels good for you. So each inhale, find length, bring the chest forward. Each exhale, maybe coming forward a little bit more. Your gaze is slightly in front of you. You can use your elbows to maybe push the knees down a little bit more if you want. So this should be a very active variation of the posture. Last breath here. Inhale gently, coming back up. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Placing the forearms onto your mat. Fingertips kind of underneath the hips. Roll the shoulders back and down. So opening through the chest. And from there, bring the crown towards the mat. Maybe kind of shifting your weight to bring it all the way onto the mat. Keep pushing your chest up. If you want a little bit more here, another option, feel free to let go of your arms, only if your crown is onto the mat. Stretch your arms out in front of you. If you want even more, lift your feet off the mat. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Keep the opening in the chest. I'm just bringing them down for now. Last breath. If you have your arms and legs lifted, gently bring them back down. From there, chin towards the chest. And come lay all the way down onto your mat. Just taking the knees into the chest for a moment. Maybe bring some movement into it, rolling left and right or up and down. I always like to move my knees in a circle, giving a bit of a massage to the lower back. So it can also feel really nice after our last posture. From there, bring your left leg all the way down onto your mat, taking your right knee into the chest. So really pull it into the chest. Deep breath here. Bring the right arm out towards the side, to the floor beside you. Your next exhale, bring the right knee all the way towards the left, coming into a spinal twist. Feel free to support your knee with a block or a pillow. And check for yourself if both shoulders are still making contact with your mat. So if you notice your right shoulder lifting, gently roll back a little bit. So maybe gently coming out of the posture a little. And then Allow your head to fall all the way towards the right, to take the twist up into your neck. Maybe closing your eyes. One more breath. Inhale, gently coming back towards the middle, both knees into the chest. From there, bringing your right leg all the way down onto the mat and pulling your left knee into the chest. Really pull it into the chest. Left arm is going out towards the side. And exhale, bring your left knee all the way down towards the right, coming into your spinal twist. So again, feel free to support your knee. And then check if both shoulders are still making contact with the mat. So if in this case you notice your left shoulder lifting, gently roll back. Now allowing the head to fall all the way towards the left, to take the twist up into your neck. Maybe closing your eyes. Last breath here. And with the next inhale, gently coming back towards the middle. Take the knees into the chest one more time. Give yourself a big hug. And then from there, gently find your way into Shavasana for our final relaxation. So stretch the legs out onto the mat, allowing the feet to fall open. Arms slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. Eyes gently closed. Feel the contact of your body in the mat. And allow yourself to melt into your mat. Letting go of any conscious control of your breath. And take rest. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Bring some small movements into your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. And gently make the movements a little bit bigger. Maybe moving your head left and right. Maybe giving yourself a nice big stretch. Or making yourself small. And gently find your way back up into a seated position, still keeping your eyes closed. Your next inhale, circle the arms all the way up until your hands touch overhead. Exhale, gently bring them back down in front of the chest. Take a nice deep breath for yourself. Take a deep breath for someone you love. Take a deep breath for our practice. And finally, take a deep breath for the world in which we live. Gently bow down towards yourself to thank yourself for your practice, that you took the time out of your day to follow the class. You can gently open up your eyes again. If you would like to take a nice long savasana, I'll have one up on the screen for you right now. Or if you'd like to practice on, I will also have a nice little follow-up practice for you on the screen. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!